Also, does everybody have 3D glasses?
Yes.
If you don't have 3D glasses, stand up and wave your arms around until somebody brings us up.
Oh, hey there! You made it! Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience.
On 415-acre chicken ranch and began making movies. We've been doing it ever since. We're about to enter the Universal movie timeline up ahead here. You'll see original posters from some of the over 8,000 movies we've made here so far.
This is The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Yes, directly ahead of us right now and coming up on your left-hand side. It's not just the largest soundstage on the lot, it's one of the largest sound stages in the world. That's where we had the Visitor Center for Jurassic Park and Whoville for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Currently, we film in there for The Voice. This next season will be, once again, Christina Aguilera and CeeLo Green. Now, just passing the entrance to Jurassic Park there, this is the Studio Center. Across the way is our indoor roller coaster, Revenge of the Mummy, the ride. And down at the end, we have Transformers, the ride 3D. You take the Starway escalators down here. Now on your right is our oldest soundstage, 28. We built this one in 1925 to house these elaborate Paris opera sets for the Phantom of the Opera. And those boxes are still in there. You might have seen them. They used them in the movie The Muppets with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. Sci-Fi, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, the Golf Channel, CNBC, MSNBC, the Weather Channel, Oxygen, and NBC Sports. West floor, that's our technical building. We have our state-of-the-art lighting department with over 25,000 lighting instruments, hundreds of miles of cable. Our mill is in there where we build our set pieces. Our sign shop is up there. It's so large, there's even a small hospital up there in case of emergencies on the lot. Jimmy Stewart, Marlena Dietrich, Humphrey Bogart, and Lucille Ball. They all dressed for their roles in those buildings. Today we use mobile dressing rooms, so we use these as casting and production officer games like Battleship with Liam Neeson. Right next door belongs to the Dino De Laurentiis company. They're advertising their latest hit, a very scary television show called Hannibal. They're today for the Mindy Project, so we won't go in there. As a matter of fact, I think it's time to bring out one of my favorite directors, Mr. Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
This is King Kong 360 3D. Once we're in there, we'll be on Skull Island. Make sure you look all the way around. And if you want to take pictures or video, that's okay. Just make sure your flash or your video light is turned off because you're filming a reflecting screen. where Tom Selleck drove for 8 years on Magnum PI. We have Biff's car from Back to the Future and some futuristic cars from Back to the Future. Then we have Flintstones cars. There's Barney's and Fred's, and a sports car with a real fishtail. We have cars from our favorite series, Fast and Furious, including one from the latest Fast and Furious, number 6. That's this flip car up here. Then we have military vehicles from Transformers. And finally, probably the most iconic of all the Fast and Furious cars, the one from the first movie, The Fast and the Furious. Well, we've spent our time now at Skull Island. Now let's visit another island, this one off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, we're going through the same gate Jeff Goldblum went. And here we have set pieces and picture cars. Matter of fact, up here on the left is the actual Fleetwood Mobile Lab, which was attacked by the Mama T-Rex. But the last Jurassic movie was nearly 10 years ago. I guess you could safely say that dinosaurs are once again extinct. Oh, maybe not completely extinct. Yeah, those are those spitters. I think they're rehearsing for Jurassic 4. Just water. Might get a little wet. Now we're going to take you down into Old Mexico. And it's dry over here on the right. There's hardly a cloud. We better check in with our weatherman. Ever since we became NBC News, we've got the best one. You know him. On the Today Show, Mr. Al Roker. Come in, Al.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Willow. Expect snow and sleet on New York City. Got a high chance of precipitation from Skull Island, Island, That's the forecast for today. Here's a look at what's going on.
We already know, Al, it's raining. Flash flood. Flash flood! Oh yeah. Yeah, look at it. The ground up there has become fully saturated. It can't hold any more water. That means it's and here's what this looks like in Big Fat Lion.
You can't run a wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that. Hang on, buddy,
Oh yeah, folks. Classically trained, Emmy Award-winning actor Paul Giamatti is a big fat liar. Now this next section of Old Mexico, you've seen in a lot of television. They use this little plaza here for right over there that Captain Jack Sparrow kept getting slapped by the senoritas. And here comes our most historic area. We're coming into coming away from Skull Island. On your left, we have these huge satellite dishes. NBC is moving their headquarters over here to Universal. And they'll be beaming out their television program. Well, now we're going to take you to another very historic area. It's called Little Europe. Little Europe was created.
And the opera, classic films, it's just brilliant. That Frankenstein image, flathead, bolt, it's one of the great icons of the world.
That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by this movie. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
And if you love them, be sure to stop by our House of Horrors up in the front of the park. You meet all those characters up close and personal. They're not allowed to touch you. They will try to scare you. Who inhabits this area? Yeah, well, wait a minute. Everybody look in the open gate over there. I see one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Claude Rains as the Invisible Man. Sorry, I never can resist that. Now we're going to show you the actual house from, they also use the backyard, the front yard. Stars Christina Ferrara and Mark Steinis. If you're in the park on a Tuesday or Thursday early in the morning, you might be part of the studio audience for home and family. And now we're going to take you into an actual sound stage. Up here at Stage 50, they filmed last season for Bones. We get to go in and look around. Now, it is a working sound stage, so we have to ask everybody to remain seated. The whole San Francisco Bay is right up the stairs on the right-hand side. Look across the tracks to the left. You see the Panaflex Panavision camera. That's on special rails to keep it steady as it rolls along, filming people walking along. Oh, and look up towards the front of the tram on the left. You see the bench with the hot set sign. The makeup department has a presence up there. They have to stay on set all day long in case somebody needs to get powdered down or they need their eye makeup redone. Remember to remain seated. Now those makeup people are really on.
To know these all out.
And the house in the middle, the yellow house, belonged to Susan and her husband Mike the plumber. That was Terry Hatcher and James Denton. And the last house on the left here belonged to Tom and Lynette Scavo. That was Doug Savant and Felicity Huffman. They lived there with their 5 kids. See the treehouse in the backyard. Now going around Wisteria Circle here in the middle, the former home of the baddest of the bad girls, Edie Britt, played by Nicolette Sheridan. We had a new bad girl living there at the end though. Renee was played by the beautiful Vanessa Williams, and she left there in a wedding gown. Coming out of Wisteria Circle, the big blue house belonged to that marvelous old lady, Mrs. McCluskey, played wonderfully by the late Catherine Houston. And next to McCluskey's, the home of Catherine Mayfair. She was played by Dana Delaney. And in the middle, the home of the chief cook and fuss budget Bree Vandekamp Hodges, played by Marcia Cross. The house next door, long before this was Wisteria Lane, that was Beaver Cleaver's house. I believe it's a Beaver movie. And as we exit on the right-hand side, there's a 2-story blue House. That's from the classic comedy Animal House. That was the sorority house. As we head into our wilderness area, here's what Wisteria Lane looked like on HDTV.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighborhood.
Miss Eva Longoria, Nicolette Sheridan, Felicity Huffman, Doug Savant, Terry Hatcher, James Denton, and Marsha Cross. The area we're driving through right now is our wilderness area. On Desperate Housewives, this is where we almost always found the body. And this is our wilderness area. Lassie the dog spent many happy hours running up and down these hills saving people, both in the movies and on television. This house is, in fact, most of the sets in the movie made of carved and painted styrofoam. We used over 2 million linear feet of styrofoam, making Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. These little picture cars are fiberglass shells. They fit directly onto the chassis of golf carts. Did I mention this is kind of a strange neighborhood? Here we come around the corner to the front of the ever-popular but rarely occupied for long Bates Motel from Psycho. That's Norman Bates. And we have to drive right by there. Night. Oh. No, stay back, Norman. Norman, I'm telling Mother.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Stephen had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down the right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing great. Keep pressing me. Close your eyes, okay?
Now, we're about to make a turn and you'll see the largest freestanding backdrop in Hollywood. They're doing some filming out there.
Ai, maninho. Coitado, meu lindinho.
Chegou tudo, mano?
Nem abriu pra ver.
Sabe onde é que foi?
Resolveu, pai.
Serve foi pra Costa Rica. Opa! Não tem, a tua fisionomia, tu é meio a cor da tua pele.
Essa dos Estados Unidos, é isso? Essa última bala, né?
É.
Diz o cara sair com a mala do outro, né, cara? Ali não tem problema nenhum, né?
Eles estão montando o cenário. Olha aí, ó, viu? Bora.
Size of my really ankle, nothing. Very sexy. But the size of that sausage.
Did you get some sauce?
I've got some. But I'm taking my hot dog over there.
Whoa, what's that? Give me a crisp.